Hello everyone. I hope you guys had a wonderful Diwali and I would like to wish you a very happy new year. So now let's begin with it's all about tenders. In today's episode, we will see some of the formats that I have developed to maintain my tendering database. You can get editable access to all my formats. Just comment formats in the comment section. This is episode 8. Let's have a recap. You will find all this episode in my previous videos and you can see all these episodes in my channel. Further, you can connect with me on LinkedIn, follow my group, it's all about tenders, or you can mail me your inquiries, queries, comments, appreciation on it's all about tenders at gmail.com. Further, I also offer businesses a flexible, cost effective solution for managing tenders and business development processes. Let's have a look at some insights. A proper documentation is extremely crucial for tenders. There are several reasons why, as it ensures clarity, compliance, and competitiveness throughout the bidding process. Like it helps us understand the complex requirements, the transparency, it makes us accountable to what we have submitted. It minimizes the risk of interpretation and demonstrates professionalism. It also gives us a competitive edge. A well documented bid highlights the company's strength, unique offerings, and alignment with the client's needs and gives us a competitive edge. Some of the important documents that you can maintain for each tenders is a proper folder for each tender. Like with me, I have a habit of like preparing folders for each tender with an inquiry folder in it where all the inquiry documents, the corrigendums, the RFPs, ITBs, SCCs are placed. The second is a submission folder which I prepare to submit the documents. The third is a queries folder, like after submission if there are any queries received by the client, so I have a queries folder where all the queries are mentioned, the documentation for that. Then I have a bid opening folder, like after bid opening if there is a BOQ of the competitors, I save it over there. Or a comparative statement that is given on e-procure and e-tenders, wherein you get a comparative statement of each bidder that has participated at what rates, and if you are L1 L2 those ranks are given. So all those documents I put it in the bid opening folder. Then in case we win the tender, then I have a folder for POs, agreements, and everything. Then I have another folder for execution where I put all the execution requirements and the kickoff documents while handing it over to the operations team. Then I prepare a index. The first thing I do after I get a tender is prepare a index. It's very important as it highlights each requirement of a tender, when, where to submit, what to submit, what timelines to follow. It gives a proper detailed explanation of a particular tender. Then I have a covering letter format wherein you can justify why you want to win this tender, why you want to bid this tender, and what are your key points. Like what are your selling points. You highlight all those things in a covering letter. Then you prepare your technical and commercial proposal, the project timeline. These are some of the documents that I follow by heart to ensure a good timely submission of tenders. How to start your documentation. So now here I am at the e-procurement portal where generally the e-procurement and the e-tendering website are the same except for the GEM portal. Over here we'll take an example. We'll open just any tender to show you how the documentation requirement works. So this is the tender. I just clicked on the random tender, and over here if you see, it shows what documents are required and how to be uploaded. Like you will have to prepare like 4 PDFs, each PDF consisting of these documents, and then in the second folder you have financial document. So this is a two cover bid. Similarly, each tender will have their own requirements for documentation, and you will have to prepare the documents accordingly. Let's see one more example. Let's go to the home tab and just click any other document, like let's click on this one. Over here, see, this is also a two cover bid, the financial bid and the technical or the pre-call bid. In this document, all the technical documents and the unpriced bid has to be merged into a single PDF, whereas in the price bid you have to upload a price XLS, as well as you have to upload a signed copy of the price bid in PDF too. So over here in price we have two different documents. So this will give you an example how you should cover your documentation. Sometimes you even have three covers, like a fee or an EMD cover. So you have to upload the EMD transaction in one cover, then the technical documents in the second, and the price in the third. So depending on the tender, you will have some more covers as well. The thing to remember is I have here covered only e-procure and e-tendering website, as most government and state tenders are floated on this website. But now we also have GEM. GEM does not have a detailed description like this, so you will have to read the tender document properly and then upload the bid. The tip of the day that I would like to give you over here is upload your documents well in time, like at least 24 hours before, as it might help you avoid any last minute surprises, as this websites are little not that stable, as there might be heavy rush on the website and the customer care might be busy. So it's always good to upload your tenders, submit your tenders a day before the due date. This is my index format, wherein I have the client name, the tender number, the contract duration, the tender description, the estimated rate if the client has given any, the EMD or tender fee details, the due date, the client contact. So if in case I have to contact the client, I don't have to read the document again and try to search and locate it. The pre-bid details. I have already given importance of the pre-bid details in my earlier videos. We have to attend this thing. The validity of the tender and the tender portal where the tender has to be uploaded. Then I prepare the documentation part, wherein according to the folders given on the website, I prepare the folders over here and the documents in the sequence on which they are uploaded. The unpriced bid, the price bid, if there is a third folder, like I said, the EMD, then I would mention that too over here. This is a very good document to get a complete summary of a tender. Have a look at the covering letter format. So this is the covering letter format that I usually use, with the date, the to, the subject, the reference details like the tender number, the tender description, and I mention all the key points that I would have to sell my company to be eligible and stand out in the tender. So all the plus points that you might have for to win this particular tender, you have to mention it out over here, along with your past experiences, how good as a company you are to execute this project. I also use this letter to answer any queries that I might receive from the client post the bid submission. So you can also a little bit tweak it and use it to answer. Now this is the bid cover format that I use. when I have to send any hard copy documents like technical documents or notarized documents or EMD etc. to the client. So I will mention all the details of the tender, the client name and everything. And then the tender document, if it is a tender document, I would mention the subject over here. Or if it's an EMD, I would write an EMD, the two with the address and the mobile number or any other number that you might have in the tender, and from where. So your company details will go over here. The work completion certificate that I use, I treat this as an important document. Like when you complete a project, you have to take the certificate. If you are bidding a tender, you will know the importance of a completion certificate. Like submission of POs is not justified until you submit a completion certificate to fulfill your pre-qualification criteria. So this is the format that I have developed, wherein you have the PO number, the date, the client name, how much of the value is executed of the project without taxes, the duration, the start date, the completion date, the scope of work, and saying that the client is satisfied with our services. So this is a very essential document. It's a must once you complete any project. Now it's time to scratch your brains. Let me know what do you think is the most important document and will help your proposal stand out. Let me know in the comment section. Also, I hope you like the tip of the day. If you have not heard it, go back to the previous slides and you will find the tip of the day. Also, let me know what episode should I cover next week. I will be back next Monday with some more insights on tenders. Till then, happy bidding. Unlock the secrets to winning bids and mastering the tendering process. Subscribe to our channel for expert tips, industry insights, and step by step guide on how to successfully navigate tenders. Whether you are a seasoned pro or a new to the world of procurement, we have got you covered. Hit the subscribe button and never miss an opportunity. See ya. Bye bye.